We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check. 180. Check. 53. So we got man.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Let's do it.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
There certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert!
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Double time. We got three, fellas. We got three.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Check, 47. Let's go.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Stay with your man.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It's a big play there for the Steelers. Give him 42 yards on the ground. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now here's Snell. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
2nd and goal from the 1.
It's been a long day for you.
They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, Petty will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He's going to wind up and air it out, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 2nd down. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Fields. That's caught by Howard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. These two teams all tied after 1. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mayfield now. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
180. Hey. Shift.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
180. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
You ready?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Hurry.
Chubb. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Greedy Williams picks it off. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Freddie Kitchens going to push the envelope. His guys will go on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The drive will start with Connor. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that
play. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
All ball, baby. All ball.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Strong right. Strong right.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Looking to throw. Fields. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fields. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, Connor. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the gun, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
I'm coming after you.
To throw on 3rd down, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Check, 47. Let's go, D. Gonna be a long day.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go. We got this.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Looking deep downfield. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's counter. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Lindsey. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Here's Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make him play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the 1st. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They're going with Lindsey, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Connor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
To throw on second down. Fields throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Looking to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Flush to his right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got one. Watch twist.
Another run by Lindsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cleveland, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.